Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Oscar Bevis for IFLTV, Zach Parker. Good to see you, my friend. And, well, I'll say across your way, nearer to your way than we were last time. For a massive fight week, big card and a big fight for yourself. Yeah, you must be feeling good.
Yeah, buzzing to be back out. Feel like it's been another long time, but 6 months on. Obviously, I was going to fight before Christmas. I got offered the Bivol fight before Christmas, but then they went their own way with Lyndon Arthur, and then obviously they had the London show what they decided I could get on, but then they said the Birmingham show a bit closer to home, so yeah, I jumped at the chance and obviously no brainer.
Yeah, I suppose after the layoff you had before, you would have wanted to fight sooner. Yeah. Let's just talk about the situation with Dimitri Bivol. So, what was there like a moment where you genuinely thought, yes, I'm landing that fight?
Yeah, it was literally going through my lawyers throughout 1 week, and then literally last second have turned to a different direction. But I don't really blame them. I'm a more awkward opponent, and I think they just wanted an easier route.
Was you given a reason as to why?
No.
No one gives reasons in boxing, do they?
No, that's
it. Kind of leave you in the dark.
They just say, no, I don't want you.
So you had a bit of disappointment, but I guess a fight of that magnitude is a place you want to get and you will get in the future. So kind of not too disappointing. It's not like you've missed out on your only opportunity for a fight like that.
That's it, yeah. Time's your best mate sometimes in boxing. You've got to be patient, and obviously my time's coming. Get this win this weekend against this good opponent, former world champion, and then we can aim for one of these big guys. Obviously either at super middle or light heavy, see what happens.
I take it this will be at super middle?
Yeah, it's at 12 stone 2, so just literally just in between, so yeah. Well, it's just above. So.
Are you flirting with that because you kind of want the opportunity for both? So you kind of don't want to fully commit yet to light heavy, but you kind of don't want to have to drain yourself too much for super middle, so you're just kind of flirting a bit?
That's it, yeah. It's just there ain't a title online, so there's no point draining yourself down to super middle. Obviously, I'm open for both weight classes, so we've just got to wait and see. Obviously, like I say, get this one out of the way, and then there's some big fights out there, especially at light heavy. There's a lot of British fighters out there, and at super middle. But obviously, Canelo's got all the belts there at the minute, so it's a bit hard at the minute.
He's been holding them up for quite a while.
So it just needs to get rid of them.
I feel like we've been saying this in interviews for like 2 or 3 years.
I know, yeah. I was mandatory for 2 years, and then, you know what I mean? We're still here. Waiting
game, like you said, time can be your best friend. So you and Tyron Zeuge were promoted by the Sauerlands, both at one point, have sparred together. So there's a little bit of knowledge, but not recent knowledge.
No, it was quite a long time ago, to be fair now. We sparred together once. I went over, meant to do 3-8 rounds, and only ended up doing 6 rounds the first day. Then the next day he says, I've hurt my hand, but I was thinking, you didn't land a punch from me. But then I just had to have an holiday in Germany, which he paid for, so it's sound.
So it actually turned out better for you because you've done, 6 rounds? And then you just had a Swanee round Berlin or wherever.
That's it. Me and Errol just in the steak and lobster place every night. So yeah, it was sound of me.
Walk away as a cruiserweight. But what do you think of him as a fighter? Obviously, sparring and fighting is 2 very different things. So you're not going to know until you get in the ring. But from watching him, from I guess your team telling you and studying him a little bit, what do you make of him as a fighter?
Yeah, he's a good fighter. Obviously, former world champion. You're not a world champion for no reason. He's only lost once to Rocky Fielding, and Rocky Fielding boxed Canelo straight after. So he was probably in line to box Canelo. So yeah, it's a very live opponent. He's going to come here and want to take my spot away. You don't really get Germans wanting to come over here very often. They want to stay in their own little comfort zone and get them bad decisions. So yeah, I'm glad that he has took it, because then it shows, once I beat him, it shows what level I'm at. I'm way above this level. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
Talk about decisions. Do you think he's taken this knowing that this is a fight that's not going to go to the cards?
Well, it's only not going to the cards if it's for me. He ain't knocking me out, no chance.
So what sort of fight are you expecting, kind of technically?
I just think he's going to try and bring it the first few rounds.
Is that what you want? Do you want him to bring it?
I want him to walk onto every big hand what he can. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like he's just going to bring it, and then I'm just going to take over towards the end of the fight. Maybe a late stoppage. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, well, it's a brilliant fight, and one that I guess, like you said, he's coming in to try and take your spot. What is that spot? Matchroom vs Queensbury 5v5 is coming up. There's obviously some big fights outside of that. What is that spot, would you say, once you get past Tyron?
Yeah, obviously, he's not promoted by a big promoter. He wants to be in this spot, be on these sort of cards every fight. Obviously, there's some big shows out there like Saudi and stuff like that, but I can't be focused on that until I get him out there on the weekend. That's why all my focus is going on Saturday night. But yeah, at the minute, boxing's booming at the minute with Queensbury and Matchroom all working together, especially over Saudi. There's a lot more money in it for the fighters, which is a great thing, because then we can provide for our families for the rest of life. So yeah.
It's good to see everyone being friends. It's funny what money can do, of course. Like you said, again, you did say tunnel vision for this weekend, but if you're not even giving it like a little thought, even as like motivation to just look and go, yeah, that's going to be me, I'm going to be turning up in Riyadh in 4 or 5 months' time. Like just even as motivation, not kind of a looking past sort of thing.
Yeah, obviously, you've seen all these big shows like you want to be a part of it, don't you? You want to be a part of these massive shows and massive fights. But yeah, like you say, it's good motivation. But if I can't beat him at the weekend, there's no chance in me getting there. So yeah, I've got to fully focus and get him out on the weekend, then we can vote. Then we can aim to something after.
Zach Parker knockout?
Yeah, obviously.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.